In the Christian calendar, this period between Eastertide and Advent is called Pentecost. Many people call it ordinary time, and because nothing really seems to happen during this time. There's no big events in Jesus' life that we celebrate. There's no incarnation, crucifixion, resurrection, or even ascension. It seems like nothing major happens, so it's sort of a mundane time in the church year. Welcome to one of our videos from St. Mark's Episcopal in Dalton, Georgia, and all those joining us on social media. We're going to talk about Pentecost today, or some people call it ordinary time. It's called ordinary time in the Episcopal Church and other places, but it's not so mundane as I say. Obviously, there are no major events or holidays that we celebrate, but it's also a time. But it is a time that we celebrate the growth and maturity of the church as described in the Acts of the Apostles and in the epistles. It's also an example for us following this maturity and growth by the church for our personal and spiritual growth in our personal lives. Pentecost, or ordinary time, we celebrate the ongoing work of the Holy Spirit as is described in the Bible. We celebrate the nurturing and deepening of our faith, and that in the entire church as we study the history of the church growing. During Pentecost, we reflect on the teachings of Jesus and also the implication of the resurrection, and let that sink in to guide our lives on this. In the Episcopal Church, the bishops are called the ordinary. The term for somebody who's an assistant to a bishop is canon to the ordinary. In this context, the term ordinary is taken from the Latin word, which means the Latin word ordinarius, which means authority by virtue of an office, which is what the bishops of a diocese are. So Pentecostal ordinary time is not a mundane time when nothing really happens, nothing really to celebrate, but it's a time that we do celebrate the growth of the church and the work of the Holy Spirit and the growth, the maturity, and the deepening of our own personal faith. And for that we will say, thanks be to God.